on the bike itself, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, at Ducati we don't have ladies and gentlemen, we just have friends. Yes, I did get the opportunity to ride the motorcycle. I did about 207 k's in 2 hours in dense Joburg traffic, so it was low flying. I can tell you that at 8,000 RPM it does 166 k's an hour. And I can tell you at 10,000 RPM, which I was allowed to do with bursts, it does 209 k's an hour. And then there's that one thing, that unction to take it to the red line of 14,500 RPM. It's a monster, it's an absolute monster. From what I can remember with the Panigale, there is certainly more torque down low on the Streetfighter. Surprisingly, I am riding fit, but at 200 k's an hour, 209 k's an hour, I could still manage to stay on the bike without gripping too much. Donovan, unlike that H2 you had at Pakisa, that you barely could hold on to. So yeah, it'll probably be very much the same at 14,000 RPM on the Streetfighter, but I really enjoyed the bike. I could become one with a motorcycle. I don't know if the winglets worked, but at some stage I wanted to flip the winglets the other way to start flying. You know, they're supposed to make downforce, and I wanted it to make upforce. That's what I felt like. It lifted my spirit. I really enjoyed it. I must say, in just a quick narration of this, I'm on the highway, I'm sitting at 166 k's an hour because I'm being obedient, and I see a light in the rearview mirror, and it's a motorcycle, and the guy approaches, and he rides right next to me at 166 k's an hour, and it's a ZZR Kawasaki, the Japanese Bullet motorcycle, one of the original speedsters. So this guy with his full leather, well, not full leathers, with his club leathers, he's sitting next to me checking the bike out, not looking too impressed. I don't know if he realized what it was. And then he pulled away and he was checking me in his mirror, and he was going like this, and he was keeping eye contact with me. He tried once, he tried twice, and I didn't respond because I was at 8,000 RPM, and that's all I was allowed to do. You can guess what was going through my mind. And then on the third occasion, I could see the smirk on his face in the rearview mirror. And he opened that ZZR, and he soon disappeared into a distance at probably 280 k's an hour. So that was my first experience on the V4 Streetfighter. I went home and I started writing a short story. Now, I fancy myself as a bit of a short story writer. I say a bit of a short story writer. But I'm not a narrator. So we couldn't get Morgan Freeman at short notice to do the narration for these 3 paragraphs. So I'm going to give it my best shot. Okay, so bear with me for a moment. It is the kind of story you want to do with a soft, husky voice. Okay, I'm not going to have that privilege because half the journalists are deaf.
Do you base
motorcycle riding over the years? I'm going to give it a full go. Is there anybody under 18 years of age present tonight? Druk jou ore toe. Here we go. I feel her every curve against my damp body as I look deep into her hazelnut eyes. They remind me of a high-felt thunder shower. I wanted to keep it local, okay? As what seems like tiny bolts of lightning emitted from her intense gaze and widely dilated pupils. She just would not break my gaze as we traversed the dance floor, locked in a sensual, now almost violent tango. Nothing else matters right now but being caught up in the moment. I drop my masculine guard for just a second, daring to break eye contact as I see a drop of crystal clear sweat roll between her breasts into the crevice of secrecy. It was much the same story when I straddled the V4 Streetfighter for the first time. The brief was simple. Ride this venomous Italian like a warrior or just miss the moment altogether. It was a mind-bending experience. I think to myself as I slowly process in the afterglow of utter satisfaction. To be continued.
There we go.